Hey guys, what's up? Andrew Wagner here with 505 Bodybuilding. Wanted to shoot a video out for all the beginners there and talk about how your training program should look. So this is meant for beginners who are having their... You want to be in the video? My girlfriend wants to see the video real quick. There she is. She's so beautiful. She's going to start making more videos. She's going to start making my videos as she starts working out. But right now she's about 32, 33? 33? 33 weeks pregnant. So we are expecting a boy very soon. Anyways, back to the video. She's always distracting me. I want to talk about beginners and how absolute beginners should start their program in the gym. I'm not talking about people who have gone on bodybuilding.com and Men's Fitness and decided they are experts in it. Those you guys are still beginners. If you've been working out for under 6 months to a year, you're probably going to be classified as a beginner. You have 3 staple workouts, and that's how you work out your program should be based off. It should be a 3-day split. Right now I have a 4 or 5 day split depending on how efficiently I feel like I work the muscles. So this week's going to be a 5-day split, but that's neither here nor there. So beginners, it should look like chest, back, legs, repeat. Chest, back, legs, rest day, and then chest, back, legs. Chest, back, legs. Chest should be bench press. Bench press, bench press, bench press. You guys want to do a lot of compound workouts. That means flat bench, incline bench, decline bench, and do a lot of high sets of those. So you want to do at least 7 sets. I would recommend 7 sets right now. And again, if you're going for bodybuilding, not strength training, you want to do 7. Sorry, my camera got out there. You want to do about 7 sets per each lift. So a minimum, I would say, of 25. 30 really was, I'd say the minimum is 30. A lot of people want to err on the side of caution when you first start training. You don't want to overtrain your muscles that really haven't had this kind of resistance training. So a lot of people say 25, maybe even 20 for beginners. I like to have faith. People are really motivated. In my experience, motivation beats science. And not hard science. I'm not saying you're going to put on 10 pounds of muscle in a week or 10 pounds of muscle in a month. Because you're motivated. I'm saying your overtraining is probably not going to be a big concern. So minimum of 30 sets, I'm going to say for you guys. So that's for chest. Then we're going to go over to deadlifts for back. So it'll be chest, back, legs, like I said earlier. Back, you want to do there's 2 main staples, but in order to get big, you have to do deadlifts. Whether that be dumbbell deadlifts if you're really weak in the lower back, whether it just be the fucking bar, you want to do deadlifts. Deadlifts put on mass all over the entire body. I fought deadlifts for the longest time, didn't see a lot of gains, I started doing them, I started packing on muscle. So it's really your choice, it's your training, but if you want to put on muscle, you want to put on muscle much quicker, you want to put on a strong core, you need to do deadlifts. You do deadlifts, rows, and pull downs for your back. Those 3, you could do 10 sets of each, and you'll be fine for that workout. A lot of people will say, oh, do back and buys. I am going to recommend for beginners, for at least your first 2-3 months, don't do any isolation training. There's no reason to really work the secondary muscles. You probably won't see any effects, and you will have a lot of strength issues. When you first start working out, your body's going to start increasing, and as it does, it's going to reach a point and it's going to drop. Your energy level's going to go down, you're going to want to sleep a lot more, you're going to be hungry, and honestly, you might be a little moody. And that's just because working out and the resistance training increases testosterone and increases a lot of the stuff that's happening in the body, and you're not used to it, and your body's adapting. After a while, after that slight decline, you're going to pump up again, okay? So you guys need to just stick with it. Now let's hit legs. Legs, I have one word for you, squat. Squat till you drop. That's 3 words there, but squats are like the main focus of any leg workout. Squats are really good. Leg press I like a lot, and I will actually recommend for legs doing isolation training. So hit those leg extensions, hit those leg curls. The leg muscles are so much bigger than their counterpart of the upper body. So I'm talking about my quads compared to my bicep. The quads are called quads because they're the quadriceps, and they have 4 different muscle groups. So 4 different muscle groups compared to the bicep, which has has just a split. 2 different heads, not really 2 different muscle groups. It's 1 muscle group. It's actually just 1 muscle with 2 different heads, the inner and the outer. Super complex. So there's no need to work your bicep or your tricep, because when you're doing any sort of press, you work your tricep as a stabilizer and a secondary, and it's a big time. You'll feel if like I said, you guys are beginners, you're working out, by the end of your first exercise, you're going to feel your triceps work a lot. You go to your back, you're going to feel your biceps. I feel my biceps even when I do my deadlifts on my second set. You'll feel it. So that's why I'm saying don't work it until maybe even up to 4 months into it, and as you start to put on muscle. Earlier I mentioned that bodybuilding and strength training are a little bit different, but you will. So don't be afraid when I say that, because as you bodybuild, as you start to understand it more, you put on a lot of strength. I'm gonna post a link to a video. That's the Train with Kai video, and it's a leg video, so a lot of people may not be interested in it. But I don't want you to necessarily watch the training, which you should. But this is a much more advanced. These guys are really, really advanced bodybuilders, far past where I am. But listen to the way he talks about the working out, and that's really how you should follow it. And that mentality, along with his philosophy about training and how he trains. So Kai Green is really a philosopher, and I feel like if you are a bodybuilder who's taken it to the professional level, there is a lot of your own philosophy, a lot of mental meditation that goes into bodybuilding. So I'm gonna tag that video, and I want you guys to train like how he says in that video, and how he's talking about it's a contraction. It's not moving weight. You're not pushing it. True strength comes from the contraction of the resistance. So what you're doing is, instead of just moving the muscles against weight, what you're doing is a natural body movement, and you're adding resistance. Hence the term resistance training. You want to contract the muscle, and you want to squeeze it. So when you do a bicep curl, you're not just curling your bicep, you're squeezing as it comes to top, and then you're relaxing on the way down, and then squeezing it. The point of any workout is to go make the muscle go from the longest to the shortest. And while you're going to the shortest, you're contracting it, and slowly release it, and contracting. Every workout is supposed to be very explosive, but with a high mental awareness of what body you're working, what body part you're working, and how you're working it. You want to have a vision. The brain, especially for males, men are very visual. Women are very visual as well, but men, I've noticed, and I've been told, everyone's told me all my life, and I completely believe it, men are much more visual. So imagine those guys on stage with those big chests. You know, it's not a homo thing. That's what your goal is. That's the end thing is, how do they get that? They contracted and they pressed and they pushed, okay? You guys want to make the contraction. It's not just moving away. It's not just trying to get as much up there. Start with the bar. I mean, everyone has to start from the bottom. Don't try and throw in the 45s and look cool for the girls, because you look like an asshole, okay? They can tell who you are. You work according to the muscle group, and you will get the most efficient gains, okay? So I'm going to put that video on here. This one's ran on a little long. I'll probably make another one if I see some more interest, guys. You guys want to hear a little more about what I think about how beginners should start lifting, just comment and I'll respond to that video. Thanks, guys.